Hey there. Happy Monday night and evening, Facebook. I'm here with Eric and I'm on the West Coast. He's on the East Coast and we're just going to chat it out about CBD. So, Eric, we chatted, what was it, like a few months ago, 2 months ago, three
Yeah,
months ago?
two or so ago. Yeah.
Yeah, about your CBD journey, what you guys were experiencing. So, let's just check in. Are you guys still using CBD? Are you still, feeling good? What's been your experience?
Oh my gosh. Yes. Absolutely. Still taking it every day. Man, that guy a couple of months ago was excited, but this guy a couple months later is a lot more excited.
Yes.
I got to tell you. So, obviously, when I was taking it for like maybe I don't know, a few weeks or so, like when we had our last conversation, and I was seeing all these benefits at that time, and I was pretty jazzed up about that. And that stuff has continued, a couple times fold for me personally, and also for my wife. Uh, the thing that I'm really, really even more jazzed up about is since then, obviously I was so excited then that I took the opportunity, right, and I joined the company and wanted to represent and be an advocate for CBD with the way that it was helping me so much. So I've been sharing it with people, and that journey over the last couple of months has just been phenomenal.
Wow.
And I've been on this kick, even like kind of leading up to, I feel like it was like a natural transition into kind of this business and the world of CBD and everything, because I've been on this kick where I just kind of wanted to reconnect with people, and I had been doing that a lot, and then this kind of just like kick started it for me. So I've been reconnecting with all of these people that from my hometown and from college and
Wow.
just all different walks of life, and sharing this with them. And it's been incredible because I'm starting now, after a couple of months, having had these conversations with people, having had some people give it a try for themselves. I'm getting these stories and kind of personal testimonies back to me. And you guys out there, if you're watching on my network, you know who you are because we're talking about it. But and I won't tell all your business, but but I hear all these great things that it's doing for you guys, and it's just like vindicating everything that I felt personally about it. And like I'm kind of rambling, but I'm excited.
It's
So
good.
so let me tell you this. So
Yeah.
this just in the past couple of days, right? So this weekend I went to a friend of mine had an event in her neighborhood. It's called Porch Fest, and it's in Washington D.C. That's where she lives, and they're doing this little like neighborhood revitalization project. And they have these events where they have bands that play like literally on people's porches, like on their stoops, and they have
Yeah.
bands set up, and like people from the neighborhood come and they just watch and hang out. And one of the stages was my friend's house. Hi, Allie, if you're watching. Uh, so so we went, and I had been talking to her a little bit about CBD and everything. So she was pretty well primed for that conversation, and her parents were going to be there. And I went to high school with Allie, so I've known Allie since I was 14 or 15 years old. So I've known her parents since then as
Yes.
well, and I haven't seen them though in 20 years. So they were going to be there. So we get there, and I say hi to Allie. Allie just had a baby. She's 6 months old. So I knew the baby was inside with grandma, with her mom. So she's like, "Oh, you want to go see the baby?" I said, "Yeah, of course." So I go in, and grandma's laying on the couch. The baby's sleeping on her chest, and she's excited to see me. And I say hi and stuff. And within the first few minutes, she starts asking me about CBD, and it's because Allie had talked to her about it. And come to find out, she had heard about it. A friend of hers had given her topical for an issue she was dealing with some joint pain, and within a few minutes, like I had a bag full of stuff because I knew I was going to meet a lot of people that day, and I showed her what I had, and she's like, "Okay, I want this, this, and this," and she picked up some stuff for herself, for her husband, and I'm really excited to catch up with them in a couple of months and see how everything's going, because I'm so confident that they're going to get the benefit too. So, so that happened, right?
Yeah.
So, and then literally, I knew that we were going to have this conversation today, so I couldn't possibly have planned this, right? But today, two more people reach out to me. So this morning, my dad sends me a text, and he was asking me a question. He actually had already picked up some oil and had been taking it for a month and a half, maybe now, for again for some yeah, joint issues and other things. And he just asked me a couple of questions, and then at the end of that, I said, "Well, how's everything going? The thing that you were trying to take care of, how's that? Are you noticing any other benefits at this point?" And so he proceeds to tell me, "Yeah, the thing that I wanted to take care of is much better. The other things, I'm sleeping better. My mood is stabilizing, and so I'm just like, and that's the stuff that kind of I'm getting too, right? There's kind of that whole kind of balance and things like that. So my dad's getting that too, which I'm really excited about. And my dad and Allie and anybody else I talk about, you guys can check me because I'm not making this up, because I know you're going to see this. So so that happened this morning, and then I'm almost a little emotional about this, because then my friend calls me, right? My friend is him and his wife are actually newly joined the business. He's the one that actually introduced me to my wife. So we go back a while. So I have a lot of gratitude for this guy in general. But he's been like kind of going through it lately. Just a lot of stuff, personal stuff. So he calls me and he says, "You got a few minutes?" And it was actually during my lunch break of my day job. So yeah, what's going on? And he proceeds to tell me how he's been taking the CBD for about a week now, and essentially everything has changed. So again, like, it gets me so worked up, because I'm just so happy for him, because things have been rough, and he's using words like vigor and fire and magic and wonder, and like all of these. Again, Phil, if you're watching, like, you tell people that you talked about this, like, and I'm not trying to tell your business, and I won't say that, but these things, like, are exciting things, and just I want to share that. So again, like, that happened a few hours ago. And it just, I wasn't planning that. No, I didn't even know I was going to talk about that, but it just, I had to share that as well. So lots of good things.
Oh my goodness. I mean, the stories, and I just, it melts my heart. Like, I can totally relate, because I get these testimonies too. It is incredible. Like, the power of an organic plant. It's the hemp plant. It's not going to get you high. It's going to get you healthy. I get the testimonies too, and that's why I do what I do. It's because we're helping people feel better.
Right.
And I have a really big special needs, children community, and so many children are using this product and shifting their health into feeling better. So you've been talking about, Hemoworx and CBD now for a little bit. What have people's major questions be? Because this takes some educating. People still confuse hemp with marijuana. They don't know if it's legal. Right. What are you running into? Are people open? It sounds like, your childhood friend's parent had heard about CBD. The news is talking about it. Right. What are people's biggest questions that you're facing?
Yeah, you kind of hit one, right? Is people are still unsure about the legality, and also unsure about the differences, right, between just folks who just smoke and what this product is. So there is that little bit of just education that you need to get out there and expose people to that. So that's those are kind of the two big questions. But the third big one is it really as good as you say it is? I get that a lot too. Like, does this really do all of this stuff? So that's a pretty common one that I get too.
Totally. And for that, the answer is yes, you have to try it. You have to put it in your body. There's a 60-day money back guarantee. So if you don't feel the shift for whatever reason, you get your money back, but you absolutely will. So let's break it down for people, because we are seeing CBD everywhere. Companies are popping up. You're seeing it at the drugstore. You're seeing it online. There's all these different brands. For me, I'm an ingredients person. I like to know what's in my products, and I look for a transparent company. And so with Hemoworx is what the company that we're talking about. Hemoworx is just that. It's very transparent with its documentation, with the certificates of analysis. So you can actually see and look at the testing online and know what's in your products. The other thing is it was just, not awarded, but it was just a new certification, the U.S. Hemp Roundtable. We applied for it, and it's given to companies who go above and beyond to show their testing, to show the integrity of a product. So now, actually soon, there will be new labels with that certification, and starting soon, there's going to be a little QR code on the bottle so that people can actually scan their individual bottle and get access to the documentation of that batch. So a lot of new things are coming. I mean, it's CO2 extracted, grown in Kentucky on an organic farm, organic non-GMO practices. There's a nutrition label on the back. So there's only 2 or 3 ingredients depending on what flavor you get. And then the proof is really in people's experiences, people's testimonies. And so that's what I found. And let's touch on the difference between hemp and marijuana. So both come from the cannabis species. So hemp is lots of CBD, tiny amounts of THC, whereas marijuana is large amounts of THC, small amounts of CBD. Hemoworx does have a full spectrum. Full spectrum means it's extracted from the entire hemp plant, has over 80 cannabinoids, including CBD, THC, CBG, CBN, all those different cannabinoids. But there also is a THC-free version. It would have a white cap. So if you are nervous about the THC or possibly get drug tested, that may be the better option for you. But we use the full spectrum. When you work with the entire hemp plant, you get the entourage effect, which is your body working synergistically together. So I think so. And then legality. So it is fully legal under the 2018 Farm Bill, signed into law last December. Totally legal to ship across state lines because it is such low THC, 0.03%. So people are loving it. Proof is in these testimonies. What else okay, let's talk business. So if you're looking for an amazing, organic, pure, CBD oil, talk to Eric because he has access to that. Not only CBD oil, let's chat. I just saw you drinking. I don't know what you're drinking, but it reminds me of coffee. What other products have you tried that you like, Eric?
Yeah, so I have coffee right now. So we have our CBD infused coffee, which is it's phenomenal. So we have that. There's a creamer that goes along with that as well. Actually, I was just playing with stuff, and actually your pup in the background made me think of it. I give these to my dog because we have the treats, which these ones are beef, but there's the oil that is bacon flavored. I mean, come on. So so there's that, and that's really helping my pup. And I've talked about that before, so I won't rehash that. But the other things that are new and exciting, and actually if any of you guys are watching from my network, you may have seen the live that I did a couple weeks ago about the bath bombs.
Yes.
So there are bath bombs now. They come in this awesome bath box, and they smell so good. Like I just like wafted that by my face, and I just need to do it again.
It's so good.
Oh my gosh, so good. So I did the lemongrass one. I think in the demo, I put it in the tub and showed everybody, and then ended the live, and then I took a bath, and so great. Like I can't even quite articulate the way I felt afterwards, because I felt both super relaxed and energized at the same time. And I don't know how that's possible, but it is. So there was that. So, those are a few things that I use personally. Obviously, I take the oil every day, which I have to take. So I'll probably take that during this conversation at some point because I haven't taken it tonight yet.
Yes.
But, yeah. So, I mean, there's that. There's the topicals. So that's what my friend Allie's mom was particularly interested in. Again, she did pick up oil for herself, but she also wanted a topical. So she picked up a relief cream, which is, the pain cream. And I used that for a while. So that was one of the first things that I used, because I have tendonitis in my wrists. And so I get a lot of pain and stuff particularly in the joints of my wrist. So I was using it concurrently with ingesting the oil, and I found that actually after a little while, I didn't really need the topical anymore, just from taking the oil and
Yeah.
the anti-inflammatory properties that they possess. So I started feeling better and didn't necessarily need it. But a lot of folks like that combination, especially for a while as you're kind of getting it built up in your system and everything. So that's
For
another
sure.
big one. And then my wife actually really likes the face creams. So
Mhm.
there's the Renew and the Revive. And Elaine, you might have to check me on this because I can't remember which one has the retinol in it and which one has the apple stem cells. But
Yeah. Revive is like for fine lines and wrinkles, and then the Renew is apple stem cells, just overall.
yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
good stuff.
yeah. So I think she's been doing the Renew for a while and has been really liking that. I have a couple of friends who picked that up as well, and I'm kind of getting their feedback over the course of the last couple of months, and they're really liking those products too. So yeah, I mean, just a broad range of offerings of these CBD products and all the kind of different ways that you can apply and use them, and how they can benefit you.
Exactly. Okay, so let's break this down. A full hemp-derived product line, the most unique products in the network marketing space, a time when hemp is legal, a time when the news is advertising for us. CBD is in the news. So there is, and I mean, Forbes predicts that within the next couple of years, it's going to be a $22 billion industry. If you're not hearing about CBD, like, I don't know where you
Yeah,
are, but like the time is now. So, I mean, here's the deal. Like, yes, there is this business opportunity that goes along with these amazing, amazing products. So now you have started growing your business and talking to people about these products and opportunity. What is the response been? Are people open to it? Where are you at with this?
yeah. I mean, I don't think I've come across anyone that just is immediately like, nah, I don't want to hear about that, because to your point. It's getting a lot of traction without us having to open our mouths at all right now.
Yeah.
And because I think that people can see how genuine my feelings are about it when I talk to them, that I don't immediately get that shutdown, like, well, I don't really want to hear about the opportunity because I don't think that you believe in it. Like, I think people can tell that I do. So everyone has been receptive to it. And, whether they feel like they're in a place where they can or not at the time, that's kind of up to them. But everybody's listening. And I think that speaks volumes to both the market, the product, and the opportunity that exists.
This is different. This is different in just so many ways. I try to explain it to people. So I was with another network marketing company for 3 years. It was a health and wellness business. I liked the products, like, the opportunity was good. I liked the culture of the company. This is different with, people are looking for it, is shifting people's health. My family was directly affected by this oil. So I have a son with special needs. He is severe. He can't speak. He needs 24-hour care. 9 months ago, before we started these products, he was flapping. He was screeching. He wasn't sleeping well. His body was just in this fight or flight mode. And so, I have a direct, an emotional attachment to these products. And so I do feel like everyone deserves to know about, at least about the products and the opportunity. So what I see with this company versus my last company, the time in history, people are looking for it. It is simple. This is as simple gets. It's ordering online, just like Amazon. You order what you want, when you want. There's no auto ship. Products are shipped to you. Yes, we can, hop on a 15-minute phone call to chat about your health ailments and talk about dosing. But it's so super simple. It's not, it doesn't entail a whole lot of coaching people. They use the products, they like the products, they order the products again. And that's another thing I'm finding, is that a lot of happy product users have this major shift, and they then look at the opportunity, because who doesn't talk about things? Like, we are naturally communicative people. We talk to people about movies we like and restaurants we like and books we like. And so this is just another thing, and we get paid for it. And
Right.
we get paid so flippin' generously. The compensation plan is amazing. So if you're out there wondering what the compensation plan looks like, we have a Facebook business group that Eric can add you to. It has a whole host of, trainings and comp plans and videos that you can take a look at. But for a one-time $20 fee, you open a business center, you get your shareable link, you order as little as one product or as many products as you want, and you're in business. And then you talk about it and you just watch it like spread like wildfire, because people are looking for CBD. They're looking for high quality CBD, and it does take some educating, but I mean, the response from people wanting CBD, with me at least, it's been incredible.
Yeah.
Seriously incredible.
Yeah, and like speaking a little bit, so you were talking about how we just naturally, when we find something that we love, we want to talk about it. Like you said, you go to this restaurant, you have the best steak of your life, and you're like, oh my God, go to that restaurant, I had the best steak of my life. But
Yeah.
when you send your friend to that restaurant, the restaurant isn't giving you a cut of that steak, the price of that steak, right? So you're going to do this anyway in your life when you find these things that you love. So, being part of that opportunity, you get that little piece of that.
Yeah.
There's that, and when you were talking about the Facebook groups and everything, right, and the training and everything that's out there, with someone along the line, it might have been Todd Falcone or somebody, said like, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself.
Yes.
And that's the cool thing, and it's like really legit, where you have your own business and you're responsible for your own business, but you're not just floating out there in the ether, like there's all of this support. I mean, look at Elaine here talking to me tonight, and again, these Facebook groups that she's talking about, they're so supportive. There's so many trainings. There's so much guidance and education and opportunity to get in touch and be part of this broader, bigger, established team.
We didn't even know each other like 3 months ago, right? Yeah, this is so cool.
Yeah, that's the thing.
The amazing
Exactly.
culture of people who are showing up. It's seriously incredible. So what are your plans? Like in closing, are you love the products, obviously you're talking about them. So you're talking to friends and everything. Are you approaching businesses, and what are your next steps for this?
Yeah, so I'm doing some like casing right now. So I'm checking out places. I'm checking out local spas and organic food stores and like personal trainers and like all kinds of folks like that. So I'm kind of gathering my list, and I visited a few places, and it's interesting. Some of the places where I thought, oh, I'm going to approach these places, when I go inside of them, they already have a CBD product on the shelf. So I was targeting the right place, I guess. Yeah. But now I'm going to talk to them about, what the product is and see what they have, and just make sure that they're getting something that's as high of quality as what we can provide and all of that. So that's kind of on my list of to-dos as well.
Nice. Yes. All right. Let's see. As far as Hemoworx, we're going to wrap this up, but I forgot we didn't really touch on Hemoworx as a company. So Hemoworx is a 2-year-old company, which timing, if you know about network marketing, timing is important. The other thing that's important is a company that is stable, that is debt-free, with 2 CEOs that are super passionate about hemp and the cannabis revolution and spreading awareness and education. So there are so many CBD companies popping up, some other network marketing companies, many just, brick and mortar sales. But I mean, things to look for is check out the products, make sure you can stand behind the integrity of the products, the integrity of the company, an amazing compensation plan. So if any of this appeals to you, reach out to Eric. He can drop his link in the I don't know how you want to do this, Eric, but if you want to drop your link in the comments, people can check it out, or definitely private message Eric. We have an amazing testimonies group. So if you're wondering what CBD can do for you, ask Eric to plug you in. It's over 12,000 people using and loving the products in different ways. We all have this endocannabinoid system. Like, it's ever emerging. The research is finally coming out, but there is legitimate clinical research about the endocannabinoid system and what can happen when we fully support it with cannabinoids within CBD oils. So if that product, is intriguing to you, or the business, or a little bit of both, reach out to Eric. He is a wealth of information. Like he said, the support on our team runs deep. You have access to me and everyone above me, and we're just one big happy family.
Absolutely. You just remind me as you were talking about the endocannabinoid system that I need to feed mine. So
yeah. So what you shake the bottle under your tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he can't talk now. Hold it there for like 15, 30 seconds. Ideally, space it away from food for 10 to 15 minutes. Boom, right? Nothing scary?
Nothing scary.
What flavor do you have?
So this is actually my travel one. I took it from my travel bag. It's cinnamon.
Oh,
but
that's mine too.
My jam is usually peppermint, though. I gotta say.
But cinnamon's a little spicy, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of like a red hot candy or something like that.
Yeah.
Remember those? So it's,
yes.
Yeah, it's a little.
I'm a cinnamon girl. It's so good. Yeah. I like the kick.
Yeah, but I mean, just again, we can wrap up. But just we were talking about the endocannabinoid system, like again. You didn't hear much about that ever in your life, right? And I didn't know it existed until 4 months ago. And then it's just eye-opening. It's just like, what do you mean? And so, but look it up, guys. Seriously, Google it. Go to PubMed. Go to projectcbd.org. There's just all of this amazing, real research out there that you didn't even know existed.
It is truly cutting edge. I mean, you and I, Eric, probably know more about CBD and the endocannabinoid system than most medical doctors. Like it is it's very new. Like if I went to my doctor and said, can I start CBD oil? They might be like, they probably heard of CBD, but they don't know like what it can do for the body and bringing the body to balance. So it's an exciting time. Reach out to Eric for more info. So it's always so fun chatting with you, Eric.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll do it again. How about like in 2 more months? We'll see where you're at and another check-in and keep going.
Yeah, I love it.
All right. Have a good night.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.